Right, so it's World Kidney Month, and the 12th of March marks World Kidney Day. And I think we're trying to create some awareness on various things relating to the kidney in terms of renal diseases. And we'll look at various things such as lifestyle, diet, compliance to medication, dialysis, and the option of transplant.
And of course, in South Africa, we already know type 2 diabetes is expanding at explosive rates. One of the complications with that is challenges with your kidney. So that's exacerbating the problem here with kidney disease, isn't it?
That's correct. So diabetes is actually one of the leading causes of renal failure, and the other would be hypertension. It's affecting more and more young people on a daily basis.
Wow. So diabetes and high blood pressure. Taranum said that she had no warning signs, and thanks to a mum who urged her to go for a medical checkup, and that's when they found out that she had a challenge with the kidney. Is that typically the case, regarding the kidney? Can a person have kidney disease and not really know about it until they go to a doctor and have a series of tests done?
So many patients never present with any signs or symptoms. And it's just when they go for a general checkup, they realize that they have decreased renal function, and that's when they start getting a little bit of help and having more further tests done to find out whether this is renal disease and what were the main causes of the renal disease, whether it can be corrected or not. And most often they're at stage 4 or stage 5, and they're bordering on dialysis at that point.
So I got some stats. Sadly, they're only from 2016, but it's relevant to us in South Africa. According to the Organ Donor Foundation, there were 512 organ and cornea transplants in the country. 361 of these were what they call solid organ transplants. So what's a solid organ transplant?
So your solid organs would be your heart, lungs, liver, and kidneys, and pancreas as well. So those would be your solid organs. Corneas would come under tissue, and other tissue would include skin and bone.
So looking at the list, and I'm not going to go through each one of them because you mentioned the heart, the lungs. There were 23 adults and 2 pediatric heart transplants in 2016. 14 adults had a lung transplant. There were 40 adults with liver transplants, 4 adolescents, 21 pediatric. Simultaneous kidney liver were 3 adults and 1 pediatric. And then kidneys, which we were talking about with Taranum just now, 234 South African adults, 3 adolescents, 12 pediatrics received kidney transplants in 2016. And on the list, it's by far the largest amount of patients are going for kidney transplants.
That's correct. So renal disease is a problem, and like I said, there's more and more patients coming onto the list on a daily basis. So on a daily basis, we have new diagnosis of renal failure, and at that point, they are sitting at stage 5, which means they are either eligible for dialysis or for a transplant.
All right. So once